folks, we've had a few naughty boys on here in the past. This could be the naughtiest of them all, and not the cleverest by any means. We've had people like Wheaton, Schofield, Hugh Edwards, et al. That have always been caught in the end. Russell Brand at the moment is dangling, as is Prince Andrew. But this fella takes the biscuit. I'm going to put the big gigs on for this. I won't remember all this, honestly, and I'll never remember some of the names. The Maddens, I promise you. Yes, Kyle Walker, Manchester City defender, top-class defender, and one of the fastest players in the Premier League. He'd have no worries being in your house doing anything with your missus, because if he jumps out your window and runs, you'll never catch him. But, funnily enough, he seems to get caught with his pants down at every turn. Let me give you the latest. I never knew he was this proficient. Is that the word? I don't know. He's not very good anyway. He's getting through a lot, but it's not very good. And get him on right, he always gets caught. Yes, he's been with a young lady from Sheffield. They met in Sheffield. What's her name? Annie Kilner. Known her for many a year. Now married. Got 3 boys. 3 boys we've got. What are they called? Bear with me. Roman. I think he's been watching Succession. Rian. R-I-A-A-N. And Rain. I don't know whose reign he was conceived in, whether it was the Queen's or Charles's. I don't know if he's more recent. So all the R's, Roman, Rian and Rain. Right. Whilst he's been with this very sensible lady, we'll call her sensible. Well, she's sensible like that. She's finally kicked him out, but she keeps giving him 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th chances. Whilst he's been with this lady, and since married her, he's been with a star called Laura Brown. Never heard of her in my life. From X on the Beach. Means nothing to me. He's been caught romping in his 4x4 with her. He's been given a what for in the 4x4. He's had a child with a woman called Lauren Goodman. She's a model and an influencer, or so they tell me. Now, he had a child with her. Now, it's all kicked off this last week or two because he's finally admitted he's had a 2nd child with her. Now, she's an influencer, Lauren. What she does, she's influencing other women to go with as many footballers as you can. And when you get pregnant by them, have the kiddies, and then whatever you do, make sure you tell the partners, get them in some trouble. But in the meantime, get what you can off them, because it turns out that this footballer, Kyle, I think he's in a £2.5 million house with him and his wife. Might not be for much longer. Well, he's out at the moment on his ear. She's still there. He's bought Lauren a £2 million home of her own, which you wouldn't expect, would you really? But it turns out he's probably bought it as almost a hush money tactic, because he's had a 2nd kid with her and told nobody. She knew Lauren, she knew whose it was, but they were keeping it stum anyway. After telling Anne about the first kiddie, she decided just before Christmas to send some cryptic text saying, "You'll never guess who the father of my latest kiddie is. You'll never guess." Anyway, on Boxing Day, she thought, "You've no need to guess any further. I'm going to tell you. He's been with me again. We've had another kid." Anyway, at this, old Anne's kicked him out, hasn't she? But this is the Cal Walker. What's he done? He's had 2 kiddies with Lauren. He's romped with Laura Brown, as I say, whoever she is, I've not got a clue. He broke COVID lockdown rules and was caught in an orgy. Oh no, orgy, I've read it wrong. With 2 hookers. He's exposed himself recently in a bar. Police have had him for it. And he's been caught kissing somebody. I'm guessing she was kissing him on the lips. He was exposing himself. She could have been kissing him on anything. I don't know. I've not found out. And he's been dirty dancing with 2 other women. Now, his first kiddie with Lauren is called Cairo, with a K. Cairo with a K. If he goes by form, his other kiddie with her, again with a K, because with Anne, he's had 3 beginning with R, so he must like them all the same initial with different women. So we've got Cairo for first kiddie. I don't know what the 2nd kiddie's called. I've not found that. Could be Kansas. I guess he's not in Kansas anymore, I suppose. Well, he has been in it twice. Well, he's not been in Kansas. He's been in Lauren twice, at least twice. He's had 2 kiddies. But could be called Kansas. I don't know. I'm thinking what he's doing in his spare time, he's thumbing through what's his name? Who's the little director that does all the funny films? Who is it? You know, he's called his kiddie some absolutely belting names. You'll know who I mean. American director. Can't think of his name. I've not wrote that bit down. But yeah, I can see him now. With glasses on like me, the round glasses. Does all weird films. What's his name? I've no idea. He got done once, didn't he? Was he doing something he shouldn't have been with one of Frank Sinatra's exes? Was it Mia Farrow? I think he was doing something there. And something with a young Chinese girl. It don't matter what his name is. You'll know who he is. Woody Allen! Hey! I got it! Woody Allen! Oh, Woody! Yeah, he's been in Woody Allen's Name Your Baby book. And he's found, as I say, what's he found up to now? Where were they again? Roman, Rhiann and Rain. Boys, all boys, believe it or not, 3 of them, all the R's. Cairo with a K. Possibly Kansas, but we don't know yet. That's to be confirmed. If he meets another woman, I don't know what they're going to be called then, but they're all going to be weird named. No, there's no Daves, Marks, Michaels, Stevens, Donners, Julies, Jackies, none of that at all. No, none of that at all. Anyway, that's it as it is at this moment in time. At the moment, he's out on his ear. Well, he's doing all right. He's in some nice apartments, I believe, or a nice hotel. But he'll try and get his way back in there. I'm sure she'll fall for it again. It's all about candy, innit? As long as he's bringing on the candy, everyone's happy, aren't they? Happy as Laurie. But who's he going to get caught with next? I don't know. But there's going to be another judging on that. That's a fair old list there, isn't it? And on a yearly basis, he's adding to it. You're right. He doesn't mess about, don't Kyle? Doesn't mess about at all. I wonder what Pep thinks about it all. I tell you what, for all we rate Pep as a great manager, and he is. Oh, he is. I'll tell you something now. That, on my list there, that would never have happened under a fellow called Sir Alex Ferguson. He'd have been out on his ear in no time. Probably the first misdemeanour, but definitely by the second, he would have been gone. Absolutely no doubt about that. Right, that's it from me. I'll leave it with you.